We would like to see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
It seems like the Church of Satan is kind of taking the abortion laws to court.
Yeah, no, I feel like they would be the one. Also, I think there's a huge.
Can you bring up the mic a little bit to your mouth? A little close. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. Hey, this is Jason Rouse, and welcome to the Safe Word Podcast. Before we get into abortion in Texas.
Okay.
I've had a stroke. Colton, fucking Dowling.
There it is.
Is it Dowling?
Yeah,
it's that
Dowling.
easy.
Dowling.
I was complicating it for whatever reason. Thanks for coming on the show. We were talking about Satanists protecting women's rights to kill their children at any age.
Right. I mean, that's what we were saying. I thought you were just gonna ask me that and then just start the podcast and never bring it up again.
No, we're coming in hot. I want to know how two guys who have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Well, nothing to do with it. You've never had an abortion?
Okay, all right.
I mean, I've had plenty of
I told
abortions.
you some private things off camera that I've had 37 abortions.
37.
30 of them were with the same girl. Isn't that crazy?
What? Well, okay.
The last three came out on a big wheel. No, only one abortion. Have you had an abortion?
I've had two.
You've had two abortions?
I have paid for
I almost
two
threw
abortions.
up in my mouth. Oh, you've paid.
I have paid for two abortions.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
weren't the catalyst.
No.
You didn't come in somebody that could have a baby.
No, that's what happened. That's why
You
I
came in a
paid.
baby?
I didn't.
I saw you came in somebody
Yes,
that could
I
have
came-
a baby?
Yes.
What was going on? What year was this, you wild man?
It was a crazy time. I was still in hair school, and
Whoa.
yeah, it came out after hair school. But during hair school,
How long was the courtship? Or was this kind of like a Christmas party gone wrong? And you decided to have sex when
How was the
you're
courtship? Okay, cool. I thought you were like asking me
Was
how
she
long I had to have
grooming you?
sex with her. I was like, how many pumps was it? No, the first one was my high school girlfriend.
Okay.
And then I came back
So you
from
were dating.
college. And then the second one was just like, hey, how about we fuck tonight? Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that you've killed more children than me? A lot of people would not put money on you having not one but two abortions.
Two.
I've only had one. I feel a little inadequate here. I feel
Well, you can still do it. I mean,
I'm almost 50
yeah.
now. Speaking of happy birthdays,
happy birthday.
I heard you're 27 again.
27
7 years
again.
old.
Yeah. No, I just turned 31 2 weeks ago, something like that.
That's great.
Yeah.
31. Holy shit.
How old
That
are
was
you?
a good year for me.
You just said you were about to turn 50?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
See, they say don't do drugs, but like you're a pretty good case for it's gonna be fine.
It's going to be fine. I think because I didn't become a cigarette smoker until I'd moved to England. And that was only because those fuckers, man, the weed is so weak that they had.
Spliffs. Yeah.
So now I'm chuffing butts because I can't find any dirt weed to cut with shitty tobacco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did that in Paris too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started smoking in Europe as well. I was 16. We were touring around playing soccer, and all the Italian kids would just start like smoking up after the
Yeah.
game, and you're like, "What?"
I remember hearing a story about a French footballer I never followed the sport, but then I Googled it and checked out. He would go off in between the breaks during a football game, and have a cigarette during the game. The camera would swing and he's a French, like, world-class footballer.
Who?
I can't remember his name, but it was
Damn.
extra French. And the guy wasn't big on smiling. Shaved head, dark features, but he would fucking rip through cigarettes. And
I don't know who you're talking about now. I don't know.
this is somebody that was probably retired maybe about 20 years ago. I think he'd been retired when I was told the story. But you, were you doing football in Europe? Soccer?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm trying to pander to my European audience because they get fucking uppity if you say football or soccer.
Yeah, I lived in England and they bullied me a lot for that too.
Yeah. Where did you live in England?
North,
south?
Jared's Cross. It's right outside London.
Yeah.
It's like
I've done gigs there.
in Jared's Cross.
I'm sure of it.
I'm sure not.
Maybe I'm thinking of Charing Cross Road
Yes.
near Piccadilly.
I have to assume so.
I saw a girl have a piss. Okay, let me add to that. I've seen a lot of girls pee. Yeah, I've seen a lot of girls piss.
You got really excited about this specific one, though.
Because it's like the world is a stage, right? I don't think there's really boring things. I think there's just boring people.
Okay.
And you got to learn how to take on, accept certain things that might not really appease to your
I just know
values.
the ending of the story is some girl
And your
peeing,
ideas.
so you
yeah, but
listen.
there's so much. I don't want you to. It's not just a piss.
Okay.
There's
it was acting.
First of all, it's in England.
Okay.
Okay, on Tottenham Court Road, which is maybe one of the oldest streets in the world. So people have been pissing and puking on. She wasn't like, oh, I can't believe you're doing that in front of Prada.
Mm-hmm.
This was a cobblestone medieval street in London in the city center. There's bodies, hundreds of them buried probably right under that tube station. I'm hoping.
Okay.
No, I had nothing to do with it. I did go see a play right
No,
where the
wait.
girl.
This just her peeing was the story?
No.
Okay.
So I'm walking. One of the most terrifying things that you can do in your life is ride the night bus in London.
I've seen Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I've seen
It's a
it.
lot
It's the
like
same
that. It's a terrible place to have to deal with terrible situations. It's very enclosed. It's a double-decker bus. There's no real your only escape. First of all, they wouldn't have double-decker buses especially in Texas, because if a gunman gets on the bus, he just kind of works floor to floor.
No, we have double-decker buses.
Is there?
Yeah. It's always like every city has that tour bus now, and it's always a double-decker bus.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to kill somebody on a bus, make sure it's a double-decker bus. No, but everybody on the bus in Texas would shoot back.
If I were to do it, I would start with the lower floor, and then I would just walk backwards, shooting up at the
Okay, you got an assault rifle?
No, I'm actually using my hand.
I'm using a super soaker. I don't know what kind of
Okay.
team what you're doing. You're killing these people?
Well, if I were to, I mean, I'm on Chantix right now, so I think a lot about that.
Well, let me soften your day up with a little piss story. So I see this girl getting the squat in a very crowded street in downtown London. Saturday night, Piccadilly Circus is one of the busiest intersections in the entire world, and just a short stone's way, that area just fills up with the most drunkest people, and everyone decides they're going to practice their English at 2 a.m. with some Polish girl who doesn't speak English either. You got shadow puppets and what have you. And then there's something that just no one can ignore, even a New Yorker, hardened New Yorker. And this girl holding a jacket up in front of her friend, which is covering nothing.
Yeah.
And her friend, you got to think British girls, when they piss, they've been pissing hard. They pee hard. They're hard pissers, because they drink so much draft beer all the time.
Okay.
I'm not being gross. I'm a bit of a doctor by trade when it comes to piss parties.
So it's a larger lady.
No. She's British. She's, they're half gross and a little thick.
Yeah.
Think of sourdough with red lipstick.
Just going, why?
We're getting to that. Well, me not to shame, break up the nervousness of the people. Now, these are well-dressed young women, probably in their early 30s. been brokenhearted a few times, and really just kind of
The
said, "Fuck
exposition
it."
that you're putting on this piss story.
It's not just. This is my point. It's not just the piss story.
You looked at these people with their
I saw them
heart
down
has
the
been
street.
broken maybe a couple of times.
I know how to read people on the fly, and that girl is like,
How many times do you think my heart's been broken?
your heart,
Yeah.
hard,
Yeah.
like 3 days in bed in the fetal position. I don't care if anyone sees me crying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 4.
Wow. Two.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were a
I
little
gotta-
more romantic.
No,
than
it's
that.
the
I read you
same
totally wrong.
Same
2.
number of heartbreaks as abortions right now. you know?
That's cool. I like how the symmetry of your life. I love how the balance.
yeah.
2 broken hearts. I killed 2 babies.
Two broken babies, same hearts. No, it's completely
You're like
separate.
Jimmy Stewart, and It's a Beautiful Life. Every time I ring a bell, I get an abortion.
And I do it again. I didn't really care too much, about those abortions. There wasn't like a should I, shouldn't I. It
Well, I
was
think you
just
would
like
have had a hard talk with your husband if you did care about those abortions.
Yeah.
Is that even a discussion? To have well, maybe I did want kids.
Oh, I mean, I don't want kids until I'm like have enough money.
Yeah.
I don't want to be more poor than I am now.
No, for the greater good, which you don't have that to offer.
What?
Like,
Sorry, say that again.
what I'm saying is, do you feel that you would be? Do you strive? Look, when you got the money to cover that,
Yeah.
did you think, okay, great, I'm gonna really put all this work I've done on myself into somebody else and try and build a human being, an asset to society?
Right. That's
Really?
a good point too. I don't have that in me.
That's what you're a terrible father.
Yeah,
You're
I'd
just
be
like,
a bad dad. I'd be a
bad dad.
So, anyways, these sad English drug ladies.
Yeah. Wasted. Wobbly kneed, but not trashy. Like, I could tell that they had nice shoes and clothes on. They were clearly in some sort of stopover and got in over their head in a pub and got shit corked. And now it's emotional. And they're both angry. The one girl has probably had an abortion.
Probably
Probably
too.
had her heart broken. I could see that she was heartbroken. The snarl that she had at me when I started laughing, because when
Was she crying?
she was pissing. Yeah, she was crying and pissing, which is like one of my things.
That's so funny.
I find it moderately. Well, the crying alone is arousing. I used to get yelled at from my ex-girlfriend because when she would get upset, she would fall apart, and I didn't know what it was, but I get a fucking boner watching her cry. I don't know. I think it was the anticipation of makeup sex, which is 99%.
I mean, it could also just be like adrenaline. I don't know. They say like, when two guys get in a fight, sometimes they get boners, and it's not a gay
If
thing.
one guy breaks his back, well, when you break your back, you get an erection. That's what the nurse told me.
Oh, I don't know.
She grabbed my dick. I went over the handlebars of my bike. And she goes, I got to play with your dick for a minute.
Because,
She thought I broke my back.
and that was her way of finding out.
That's a medical thing that they can tell if you had spinal injury, whether or not you have an erection. You get an erection when you break your back.
And you weren't allowed to touch yourself?
I didn't want to. Oh, the cops are calling. Anyway.
You didn't want to? She's like, touch yourself. You go, no.
So these girls are about to have a piss, right?
Okay.
And I'm maybe about 6 feet from passing them. And they both look to me like the enemy immediately and go, what, like, oh, fuck, I wish I had the language. Because it was very English, and it may as well have been 200 years ago. There's somebody with no teeth has had that same situation. Did you get braces?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Never had braces?
Never had braces.
Fuck. I had a terrible mouth for a while.
Yeah, that's something about the English. So you're thinking that because it was the oldest road, you think that somebody was like, man, Americans would never win the revolution. What do they call it?
The revolution?
They don't call it a revolution. I'm sure they don't.
No, they probably had something a little early. I think it's called Game of Thrones. I
Yeah.
think is what they call it. That was a sad reference to British people. They're far from Game of Thrones. the only people that have sex with their families in England are the royal family.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Romanians.
Romanians and the gypsy folk.
Yeah.
Because they're well known. It's not specifically Romanian, but when I was in Sweden, within like a year, every subway station would have like Romanian, but like almost like real deal Romanians, like the big blown out skirts. I don't know what they wear. The big, I don't know what's going on under there. People clearly have said, "Oh, that's for stealing stuff." But
Yeah.
I think there's some
That was
sort of
my guess too.
cultural thing. They're always selling flowers they braid and stuff, but no one's smiling. It's all very tragic. And
We had gypsies in in England, and
That's
they
a
always
real
used to
thing.
beat me up.
You got in fights with gypsies?
No, I didn't say fights. I said they would beat me up.
Yeah.
I mean, they would like pull out like a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Like, is it a fucking kitchen knife? And then like they
Well,
would
you
just
don't
punch
even
you in
know
the face.
you're being robbed because you don't know what they're saying. Their English is not.
Yeah.
It's different. You know what is it?
You seen Snatch?
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say.
good.
Yeah. Apparently, he nailed it.
Yeah,
Is what I heard.
That's what I've heard.
Gypsies, real things.
You like degs? You like degs?
What's Deg's slang for?
Dogs.
Dogs. That's
Like
right.
Dogs.
Yeah, you may as well be talking to somebody from like the Maritimes in Canada. Have you've been to Canada? Haven't you?
I've been to Vancouver.
Cool. One of the most expensive cities in the world now. Started my career in Vancouver. I had a lot of love for that city. Unfortunately, it's cheaper to live in fucking downtown Manhattan than it is in Vancouver.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I gotta hear the ending of this fucking piss story.
Okay, see? This is how you rope them in, ladies and gentlemen. Act
No, it's
3.
just too much
and
time.
Scene. Okay.
We've spent so much time on it.
She was the pounds per square inch, the water pressure that was coming out of her piss. Rocks were hitting me in the leg from the sidewalk. She was pissing into the sidewalk, and stones were rolling up with the piss, but the stones were in front of the water, so her piss was like a sandblast.
Wow.
And then she snarled at me like, "You shit!" It came out harder.
I believe that. Yeah,
It came out harder.
But you don't remember what she said?
Something like, "What are you looking at, wanker?" Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you say you just started laughing?
I started laughing. And there's people crowding around because this piss. First of all, I could still hear the water hit the ground and not rudely look over my shoulder. I knew the deal was off as we passed each other. Once you start doing this, you're a bit of a dick. The lady's in a compromising position. She's she's had multiple breakups and suicide attempts. She's got real
Maybe
tragedy in her
that
face.
was her water breaking from maybe an abortion, like because there's a lot of discharge after an
It
abortion.
smelled like asparagus so
Okay.
bad, man. Like it was like onion juice and apple juice
Yeah.
all fighting
Wow.
with a whole wrung out can of tuna.
This is a big old experiential story you got here.
It
This
was
made a
deep for
big
me.
impact on you.
I've seen some things that have just connected with me. I love the kind of like, those girls spend a lot of time dressing up. Mm-hmm. I could tell that there was effort into their. They were fashionable, professional women. And yet they were reduced. Like anytime I see a Instagram model in LA pick up dog shit,
Yeah.
it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
No, it's humanity. You're seeing through the veil of the bullshit.
Everyone is a dog shit picker up,
Yeah.
or in one way or another.
Right.
Your dogs?
I have one dag. It's a French Mastiff Husky mix. Her name's Reba McIntyre.
Oh, cool. A redhead,
Yeah, kind of.
brownie red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like brown red.
How much hair is in your house?
It's a lot.
I know those
I've had
huskies. I'm
fights
Canadian. I'm half husky. Oh, you've had fights at home over the dog hair?
over the dog hair.
Fuck.
What's
On
a-
your end? Because you're
I'm very chill.
Really?
I don't
so
ever get in fights. But he yells at me because I'm so like nonchalant about things.
I've never seen you with hair on your attire. For somebody who owns a dog that would dump a pillowcase full of fucking
Yeah, it's a
back
lot.
hair.
Yeah.
And it comes out like it almost looks like
chunks.
cotton.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, this is your ass. Your ass is falling off.
Yeah.
I want to steal a dog. I totally want to steal a dog.
Whose dog?
No,
Someone specific?
the whole plan is maybe not this year or the following year, but the third year of my stint here in Texas. I want to get into a spot just outside of the city that I can have some crazy animals.
Yeah. I'm
And-
trying to get a raccoon.
A raccoon.
I'm like looking very intently on getting a raccoon.
Very cool.
Because I didn't want to get another dog. I mean, that would make sense, right? But I want my dog to have a raccoon best friend.
Dude, are you trying to live in a sitcom where you live your life?
That would be so fun.
Would you like a lot of exotic pets and the love of your life all in the same roof?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
But how is that going to affect the relationship when you decide, you know what? It's Spider Day today, Peter. What's his name?
Oh, Chip.
Chip. It's Spider Day, Chip.
Peter? It's Spider Days, Peter.
Yeah, it's Spider Day, Peter. I renamed
What does
him
that
this
even
for-
mean?
No, it means that we were cool with the dogs. I got a couple other exotic animals. Now you've become this, Steve Irwin type, living this kind of life where you do comedy at night, and then you have all these exotic pets. That's consistently dog hair. The lizard brings in a dead rodent or something like that.
Yeah.
But you're
That's a big fucking lizard.
yeah.
It's a kimono. You want me to get a kimono
I
dragon?
think you'd be cool with a kimono dragon. I think just
I
for the
could-
backyard.
Yeah. I feel like they smell.
Yeah, most reptiles get a kind of funky.
Yeah.
Anybody who's owned turtles, it's like just put a litter box
Yeah.
upside down in the corner.
It's disgusting. Turtles are vile.
Well, not to mention, I watched a fucking turtle take out a duck here out on Lady Bird Lake. It was me and Yoshi were doing a little walk around the lake, and I see this duck kind of leaned into the water, kind of paddling, honking, and I look and I'm like, Yoshi, look. And there's a giant snapping turtle. It's got its leg, and it's slowly pulling it. And I could tell this Eastern European girl, she'd hopped the fence, climbed all the way back around the shoreline. But when the duck was scaring away from the shore, she was trying to rescue.
Yeah.
And the turtle just we murdered him right in front of us.
Pulled him down?
Pulled him down and killed him.
Wow.
Murdered.
Wow.
But that's a reptile.
That's a lot of control on the snapping turtle's part because he
that's the
could have
thing.
just taken off his leg,
It's a lock. It's a lock like a pit bull.
Yeah, but it would take off your finger.
Oh,
right?
shear it through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't do that.
No, I think instinctually they know that if they can hold on to the animal, it'll eventually get tired. And they're pure shell,
Yeah.
like just massive.
Man, I wish I had seen that.
You know what I like watching is crocodiles eat turtles.
Yeah.
It's like those Cadbury Easter cream eggs.
Where do you normally watch that?
The crocodile murders?
Yeah.
That's just, you look, anybody who's got a social media account, you're eventually going to end up seeing animals kill each other in some
Yeah.
form. But in my case, they send me the worst. Dude, before I have my coffee, I've watched Clockwork Orange like 9 times in my head. It's a nightmare. What you guys get at the clubs, that's toned down. I spend the entire day taking all the teeth out of all my ideas so that I can actually turn it into something that might be moderately entertaining.
Oh,
Or
so you're
it's-
not talking about your algorithm. You're talking about your brain algorithm.
I'm talking about my brain, yeah. But I'm not seeking those things out.
Yeah.
But they come to me,
Uh-huh.
and then I have to address them. I don't have an assistant or
Right.
somebody to screen anything.
Right.
I got to take it to the face, and
Yeah.
then work on that by myself.
It is an
Murders.
interesting thing that to normalize your thoughts, obviously you normalize them because you have them every single day. You bring it to a stage and people go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I
You're
know
like,
it hurts
"What?"
my feelings a little bit. I'm like, I worked on this
Yeah,
for you
yeah.
guys.
I actually lied. It was way worse than that.
I know. And that's when you see, that's when my show will slowly drift into the shoulder and you'll see, okay, now the laughs are coming from the back of the room.
Yeah.
Nobody paid.
Mm-hmm.
These people are being bookended by assholes in the back and an asshole in the front. And they're like, we thought there was going to be a juggler.
Yeah.
here tonight, but we got Mr. Fist
Yeah.
up here, which is terrible. But I'll
do.
tell you, the creek is the most. We're talking about the creek in the cave here in Austin, Texas, and that's kind of like what I'm used to, and almost kind of where I started. It kind of reminds me of a booze can after hours club that I'd go to in Vancouver.
Okay.
That had stages, would have bands and stuff there. It was called. I was on 2nd Street in Vancouver at the Ivanhoe near Science World. Oh, you know where that big sphere is in Vancouver?
Yes.
There used to be no, okay.
I don't.
It's a landmarky downtown. It's a science world. You go there when you're a kid and you do the science experiments in this globy 1970s sci-fi architecture.
I went when I was 18 to drink.
Yeah. You could drink in Vancouver when you're 18?
Yeah. Or 19?
It's 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay.
You went up from where?
I was in Seattle.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Great. You drove.
Yeah.
How nice is that?
It was great.
What year?
I guess it was 09. 09.
Good time.
Yeah. It
Good
was
time.
fun.
It's a great city.
Yeah.
Canadian friends?
Seattle friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of half Canadian.
Yeah.
It's kind of docile, nice people.
Yeah.
Seattle people.
They were fine. They were but they were the rich kind. So they were kind of assholes.
Oh, okay. But
They
you know
turned
what?
out to be assholes.
First of all, rich assholes
Still rich.
in Vancouver, the money goes up. So now you got assholes that are extra rich.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trickle down for that.
Yeah. And they paid for a lot of stuff.
Trickle down.
Trickle down economics. It does work.
Trickle
Have rich
down.
friends.
Yeah, see, you can go a long way with just having a personality.
Uh-huh.
A lot of these guys are willing to make the financial cuts just to have you around so that they don't have to talk to each other. Mm-hmm.
Because they suck. And they know.
They
it's like
suck.
what you were saying is like, we come up with these like dark jokes, but
Yeah.
they have to just like be a shitty person.
I know you guys suck. They suck. I know. That's what I mean. People always like, "How do you go in this business?" I go like, "You just don't suck.
Yeah. Just be a cool person.
Just be cool."
yeah.
Your patience have been tested here as far as being a cool person in Austin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How many
for
times
sure.
do you have to throw your corner or walk up? Not Peter. What's his name? Chip.
Chip?
Put your hands on his shoulders and go, listen, Chip, I need you to take
It's
my...
Spider Day.
It's Spider Day, Chip. And then you drop tarantulas in the bed.
Yeah.
That's where I was going with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd couple thing, like Oscar and Felix. Do you remember Jack Lemmon and it was called The Odd Couple, and one of them, there were two widowed guys that moved in together, and one of them was a very neat freak, and the other guy smoked in the house.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't smoke in the house. He's uber neat, and I'm like, whatever. I do laundry once a month.
Wow.
And I don't
Are
even do
you
laundry.
a kept man?
I mean,
No, I'm sure you pull your weight.
I do and I don't. I do and I don't. I don't even do the laundry though. I have a service that does it. It's $50. It's fucking great.
Per week, $50 a week?
month.
A month, that's great.
And they match your socks.
And I know they fold it because I lived in New York, and
Yeah.
when they hand me my bag of laundry, I'm like, am I rich?
Yeah. It feels great.
Yeah.
It feels great not doing your laundry.
And especially seeing clothing that you've never ironed before,
Yeah.
folded. It's like, this is all brand new now.
Yeah. And then you go like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that shirt. Because
It looks nice for a
Yeah.
change. It wasn't in a knot in the corner with tears and semen on it. Let's not talk about the warehouse I own downtown with the handcuffs of the radiators. Have you ever been to a weird event? And I'm not talking the circus.
in general.
Yeah, like, we were talking, you lived in Germany and stuff. Not to say that Germany is a weird event, but you're more likely to find something on the fringes of life in a place like Germany. That you can get brochures. There's various travel vlogs of people that, like, Yoshi goes to where people are in wars and stuff like that, and goes to...
Wait, Yoshi goes to like wartime places?
Yeah, like...
Like Afghanistan? He just like
yeah,
go there right now?
Yeah, he does shit like that,
Weird.
and he's I can't even talk about that, but he's corresponding with some serial killers.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
I don't know why I brought that up.
How does one find a serial killer? And
And
that's
prison.
and I am not a cop.
these
but-
are prisons. murders.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay, so
had
they've already been caught.
I had a cannibal fan, a guy who was a convicted cannibal.
Okay.
Oddly enough, gets a fucking job as a butcher when he gets out.
Huh.
How is that?
I wonder if that is why he was a cannibal. Like, it wasn't like the taste, it was like the actual, just like, he liked
Oh,
to
he was
cut up.
his father was in the trade, and when you
Yeah.
can't find meat, you can always find people, right?
You can always find people.
Yeah.
And maybe he was like, I don't know, maybe I'm going to be on a snowy airplane crash and I have to get good at it and I don't want to.
Ooh, that's Gordon Ramsay's next show, right?
A snowy airplane crash?
Called Family Eating, and Gordon Ramsay hosts a show with a series of world-class chefs that specialize in cannibal cooking. It's like Hostel and Top Chef.
I've heard it's like pig. I heard human meat tastes like pig meat. And so I feel like if you just find like
It's not kosher, is
some
it?
like,
Do you gotta
No.
get somebody to
I feel just if you find somebody from like Mississippi, you're going to be fine. I feel like they cook
marbled?
pig. Or Iowa? I think Iowa is the biggest pig producing state.
Oh, I thought this was where you were picking as far as where you were going to eat people. You would eat people from these regions?
I'd eat people from Iowa, just mainly because I hate Iowa. It's just like a shitty.
Oh, it's a
state.
spite dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, you eat puke,
Yeah.
eat more.
Yeah.
Larry.
Fuck you. I'd treat it Roman style. Just
What's
eat
Roman
puke.
style? Oh,
Eat puke. Eat
yeah.
puke. Yeah.
Jockeys do that. The purging.
Binge. What is it called?
they would have in
Bulimia. The word is
No,
bulimia.
no. To keep their weight down.
Yeah, bulimia.
Is that what it is? I thought it was called hilarious.
That's an eating disorder.
Oh, I used to vomit all the time for fun. I had a series of problems, but I'm better now. I did look. I know you raise your eyebrows, but you haven't really known me that well. You know how many times I've been out of the mental hospitals? I don't even know whose apartment this is.
Okay, great. Well, they're gonna be fine.
There's a family of 4 tied up in the. Put the lotion in the basket.
Yeah, this skinned girl just living in the
I know.
bathtub is a real thing.
I
hope.
love the movie Hellraiser. I was
Okay.
haunted by that.
I don't know
the
what it
makeup.
is.
The movie Hellraiser with
No.
Pinhead. You don't watch horror movies,
No,
really?
no, not ever.
You're not impressed with fake violence. You want to see the real shit.
I want to see.
So you watch fighting?
No.
no fighting.
No, I like war movies. Actually, I like to listen to history stories, like Dan Carlin.
Yeah,
Like any book. I like that.
yeah.
Because I like to think of it more strategically rather than just like raw.
You're
Emotional.
You're a schemer.
Yeah.
You're a
I like that.
shyster.
Yeah. I
yeah.
like it,
Look
like-
at you.
And how did you get around that one?
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see you, but you know that being a movie, there's no human resources down at the old comedy club. Like
Yeah.
you guys have the biggest collection of free range maniacs, probably in next to that crazy crack corner.
Yeah.
The back patio staging area of the creek at
Yeah.
any time
And
of
we
the
let
evening.
them in. In fact, we
No.
invite them in.
I when I first saw that, I'm like, oh, this is not going to last, but it has lasted. It's
It
pretty
has.
free range.
It is the hang every single night, and then
Yeah.
you go like, "Hey, Colton, what's up? Well, you want a shot?" It's like, "No, dude, this is like every day for
Yeah.
me. Yes, I'll take a shot and a beer.
I know. You know where Popeye needs his spinach. Like, there's certain things that you know that you're at least gonna have a look. There's 3 drinks in the day for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing numbers out there.
Yeah.
There's no way. No, I'm taking. You can't take a time off.
And then-
there's a rhythm to it. You're skipping a rock to your own demise. It's very exciting. I can't wait to see it all fall apart. I can't wait to see your rise
It's
to
gonna
success.
happen. I just
Yeah.
I just went to the
Your
doctor.
controlling maniacal behavior is going to be your ruin, and you're excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I'm very controlling at all, though.
No, you don't feel like it, but the people around you are very like submissive slaves to you, or
Oh,
you beat
really?
them. They've come to me crying when I'm trying to get high in the
So,
bathroom.
can
They're
you-
banging on the door.
And they
Yeah.
and you have names, of
Colton,
these
motherfuckers. Colton's being yelling at us again for being dumb.
No, I don't yell, but I do make people feel really fucking stupid.
You don't have to. You know that anybody can yell, but a few people can drive you to kill yourself on your own will. You're the long game.
It's a long game. I want you to feel real bad and carry that home.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want a
That's
big
why
show about it.
Chip is afraid to leave
Yeah, I
because
know.
you've buried him in his own feelings.
I have thought about, so the person that I
We shouldn't be talking about Chip. He's not here to defend himself.
Oh, he will be very much agreeing in all
Yeah.
of these things. He, the last boyfriend that I had that I left him. I've just been thinking about how fucking mean I was to him lately. I was just like,
That happens.
so mean. I was like, you know what? I don't think he was as bad as I thought he was. I think I was really mean to him.
That's usually when you're dating somebody that you're attracted to because they have faults that you have, and you respond to them maliciously because the idea of you addressing them is way more painful than treating a stranger that you fuck
Yeah.
mean.
You go,
That's the show, everybody.
okay, so, think about it. That's what we say.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Don't spit on somebody in an argument, is what my grandmother used to say.
Did I know that she didn't mean that literally. What did she mean by that?
We're going to find that on part 2. Happy 27th birthday.
Thank you.
And I should have brought it up earlier, but you shot something that involved costume changes and staging. Didn't you film something, a special or some sort of event last week? Something.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
some film. We filmed. I assumed that you was like stand-up related.
Yeah, I filmed a. I guess it's turned out to be a practice run for my special.
That's fine.
Because
It's hard when you look at it. It's polarizing, honestly. And I've been sitting on my stand-up special for over 2 years now, so I'm finally going to release it on Halloween.
oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It was filmed in Denmark, but there's been a few leading up to that never saw the light of day for whatever reason, technical problems.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped the ball here. I dropped the ball here. There's not enough here to work with, and I'm willing to wait it out for something better.
Yeah.
You know that you're capable of it, and you're out. Look, anybody who spent over $1,000 is an idiot anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you can get a good, solid recording with very little production. And, I hear these budgets from just years ago, $500,000 for a production. You're selling a house?
What?
Oh, yeah. For stand-up
What?
specials, oh, for sure. You have
Wow.
HBO's. Like, you would see my friends would get paid disgusting amounts of money. Some of them were already well-known.
Is there a part 2?
Yeah, we're going to do a part 2. Thanks for coming. I know you
Thank
got a
you.
big board meeting with the mayor downtown.
Yeah. And he'll give me what I want, and what I want is another abortion. So
Bring on the abortions, Texas. Don't be shy.
have them or don't.
And where can people find you?
Colton Dowling at all
2
the
a.m. at
things.
the Creek and
yeah,
Cave.
yeah, exactly.
With a
That
droop
was
face and a cocktail glass.
going, I'm tired.
Yeah. Joan Rivers reincarnated, 2 a.m. at the Creek.
I actually do a Blown Rivers and that,
Coked up Joan Rivers?
Yeah, Blown Rivers.
That's amazing.
And
It's a drag queen.
drag
character.
queen. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you actually address the cocaine abuse in the character?
It's just all over my nose.
Oh, it's all over your nose.
and I'm just really amped and excited.
And probably not far from the truth in some. I don't know that the Rivers.
oh, she's yeah.
But she did blow. Of course she did.
She loved.
Did
it.
she?
Yeah.
She does look like an OG Hollywood coke bitch. Coked up Joan Rivers
Yeah.
in the early 80s.
But even just like listening to her cadence on
Yeah.
stage, you go like, ah.
Yeah. It sounds like a conversation at a house party with somebody who's cornered you high on cocaine.
Yeah.
That's Joan Rivers.
Let me tell you my feelings.
Yeah.
No, fuck them. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cocaine-driven narrative. Rest in peace, Joan Rivers. Make sure you check him out down at the Creek and Cave. I've been Justin Trudeau, and you've been great. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
watching, everybody. Go to jasonrouse.com, and you can find out all the upcoming shows. And watch my movie on Amazon Prime, Spare Parts. I kill a bunch of people. It's a lot of fun. And October 30th, I don't know. I was planning on, I have a show at the Vulcan on Friday. Then I was going to go to the Creek and talk to the Creek to maybe we do some sort of launch event for my stand-up special, which is on Devil's Night before
There's
Halloween.
a giant gay party happening on Halloween.
At the Creek?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's gonna.
I know where I'm gonna be.
It's gonna.
Is this a private
be
event?
Gay. No,
Is there performances? Or is just like a party?
we're trying to figure that out. But I want to. They don't want to do it that night. But I'm trying to get lube wrestling down at the creek, and like,
Yeah.
just
The
like having
stage is built for it.
right. Just like, I mean, I don't think you could fall off on that thing. But I was thinking
No,
about
it's
like
big.
maybe doing like a gay Joe Rogan thing,
Yeah.
and just like
Like a kind of on it obstacle course that's gay related hurdles.
that's even better.
We would like to see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe word with Jason Rouse.